Hello guys, we are back with our next lecture. In this lecture, let us go through session tracking guys. Guys, we did discuss about cookies in our last lecture, right? So that also comes under this session tracking and servlets only. Okay? Okay. So basically what is this session guys? So whenever your faculty or someone is taking any kind of lectures online, they will be saying that the session will be for 1 hour. The session is a common word which we hear, right? Yes. So session simply means a particular interval of time. So we'll be taking a class for 10 minutes, like, right? So in that way. Similarly, session tracking is a way to maintain data of an user. It is also known as session management servlet. Okay. Okay. So HTTP is a stateless. So we need to maintain a state using session tracking techniques. So each time a user requests to a server treats the request as a new request. So we need to maintain the state or an user to recognize by a particular, right? So by some particular things we need to recognize that okay, this user is revisiting second time, third time, fourth time, fifth time. So basically even the users, the number of users, the number of unique users will be saying, right? Yes, so those views can also be identified using these techniques. Okay, so to recognize the users we will be using these techniques guys. So the first technique is cookie, which we discussed in our previous lecture, which is nothing but a small code which helps to recognize or which helps to in identifying a particular system with the help of his details like username, password and all those things. Okay, and the second type is information hiding, that is nothing but hide form fields. Okay, similarly URL redirects and HTTP sessions. Guys, we'll be discussing about this in this lecture and this in the next lecture and this in the after that lecture. Fine? Yes. So hide from field, hide form field, right? Yes. So here we will be making some fields invisible guys. So the reason why we are making them invisible is nothing but you will be assigning the value directly. There is no need for the user to enter them. Like if you know already the username of that particular guy who is entering, you can directly enter it, right? So why are you asking him? Okay, so it will be in this way. So input a type hidden, name equal to uname, that's nothing but username, value we wrote a particular name. Yes guys, even when we developed some project using JSPs and servlets, we did use these kind of things guys. So these kind of things will be some kind of things where you want to enter the values through the form. You need to transfer them from one file to another file, but there is no particular transfer. You want to transfer them directly using JSP only, sorry, using forms. So in those situations you will be using this. So if you post this data, automatically uname will also be a field guys. Among those all things, among all the data transfer, this also will be working. Okay, so the real time application of this is nothing but it is widely used in comment form of a website. So basically in comments they will be using. In such cases we store page id or page name in the hidden field so that enough pages can be uniquely identified. Okay, to identify the page numbers we'll be using. Okay, and the major advantage of using this is, okay, to just give me a second. So it will always work whether the cookie is disabled or enabled. So basically the drawback of cookie is that if the cookies are disabled, you cannot, your website cannot create cookies as the browser is not allowing you. Okay, but the disadvantage is it is maintained on the server side guys. Maintaining something on the server side is far dangerous than maintaining on the client side. Remember that guys. Okay, so extra form submission is required on each page. So if you are doing it on multiple pages, that could be an hectic thing, right? So every time he need to enter the details or he need to pass that cookie, right? Yes. So only textual information is used as usual. As the cookie is also, we are transferring only textual information. Okay, so now as usual let us go through some basic example guys. So we'll be going through the same example guys. If you observe this, you will be recalling it, but here we will be using hiding, like you will be transferring the information in a hidden format. So initially we created a servlet, it is taking username as an input and we closed the form. Guys, this you write inside the HTML guys, don't write in that way. When you are writing in your examination, it will be better to write in the HTML. Okay, similarly we wrote the Java servlet. So these are the common statements, right? So after that you wrote the text content as a text HTML. You created a writer class. After that you created the username and you are collecting the username from here. Okay, so from here you are collecting the username. Okay, so based based on the username, that username is passed to the program now. So that username you are storing in n. So after that you are printing welcome to that guy particular name. So assume his name is Ravi, so you are writing welcome Ravi. Okay, yes. So after that you are printing the details, like you need to showcase them, right? So in servlets we will be writing it inside print only, guys. System dot, guys, if possible write system dot out dot println instead of out dot println. Both will be working, but system dot out dot println will be clear. Okay, okay. So then you wrote a simple code and you printed the form. Fine, yes. So this is a directly you are printing it, guys. So when the user gave, you are printing them. Similarly, what if the user is using his previous data, right? So again the same data. Okay, okay. So here if you notice, we are requesting this parameter from the sender, right? So here the data will automatically get, so getting the value from the hidden field. So here you are trying to get the value from the hidden field. So if you recall here, okay, I think it's not written. Okay, it should be written in this way, guys. I think it's written. Okay, here it is written. I didn't notice it. So input type equal to hidden, name equal to uname, value equal to name. So here you are assigning the hidden layer, guys, or hidden form field, guys, to be clear, right? Yes. So in the previous, while we are working with cookies, we created a cookie. Here you are initializing the hidden layer or hidden form, to be clear. Okay, okay. So you are accessing it here. You got the name here now. So you are storing it and you are printing it. So in this way it will be working. Similarly, the same process, you need to update the XML. If you are using any kind of IDE, most of the IDEs do update them themselves. So you can just remember the code, guys, because the format will be same. You will be opening the web. Inside that you will be writing the servlet name, servlet class. You will be closing the servlet. After you will be mapping them with the name and the URL. Similarly, the same process for the second also. Then you will be closing the web. So if you want the output for this, it will be in this way, guys. So the first output will be, it will be asking for your name, right? So the same story, right? Yes. So you can just draw the previous output only. I'll be just showing it for you for your reference. Okay. So this will be the same output, guys. So it will be asking for name and go button. Once you enter your name and click go, it will be saying welcome your name. So even if you open this website, close it and open it again, you will be automatically getting the name. You are not required to ask multiple times. It will be asking only once, as it is storing it, right? Yes. So I hope everyone got some basic idea, right? Okay. So in the next lecture, we will be going through the third method, that is nothing but URL rewrites, guys. Okay. So let us meet in the next lecture. Thank you. Thanks for watching.